Yay, we're live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Earth Reverence Healing Circle. Just checking my levels. So hopefully I'm at a good volume and you can hear me. My name's Ursula Faye. I am here from EBANSHI and on behalf of the 1 Million Meditators Movement. So welcome if you're an old hand and you know what's going on. We're about to get into playing the music levels. We're about to get in and get our process on and send some love and some nice frequencies through the earth plane, trying to assist the entire planet. We all know there's a lot going on. We've all got a lot of work to do. So every Friday we get together and just pull our resources, our intentions, our attention, just sending a lot of love to the earth. And I do some messing around with the back end of the nervous system side of things for the planet, and do what I can. So welcome, whether you're on the recording or whether you're live. Thank you. It's lovely to see somebody with me. So let's get to it. Just slowly like to guide you in to, a meditative state is a good place to be for this. So just whether you close your eyes or focus in the middle distance, whatever works for you. But the aim is we're going to get into presence, into our physical body. So perhaps using the breath is the easiest thing that I find. So just breath in, breath out, just slowly allowing everything in your physical body to release a little. Just check if you're holding any tension anywhere in the neck or the upper back often. So feel that breath all the way down into your belly. Feel it filling up the space within. And releasing tension on the out breath. So, and while this is happening, just gently encouraging your thoughts and things to settle down and come out from your head and down and land in your heart in full presence. Everything that's going on in the world will still be there when we come back. And if your thoughts do drift, that's okay. Don't get heavy on yourself. Just be curious about that. That's okay. And just make an attempt to come back into presence. So filling up your heart with light with the in-breath, releasing all tension and debris on the out-breath. Feeling yourself very present in your body, perhaps, feeling your bum on the chair, feeling where your back is held against the back of your chair, or if you're lying on the floor or on your bed. Just feeling very present here and now, bringing the attention to your heart chamber, which is filling up as we speak with beautiful light. And allow that to expand outwards beyond the confines of your physical body, filling it through your chest and expanding and creating space around you. And through this space, our awareness can rise up and we can move through the field till we see the earth in the imaginal far below us. Reach out in your awareness and feel beside and around you others who have joined us for this circle. And of course, each of our vast teams of guidance, guardians, angels, fairies, ancestors, light beings, all those who stand in circle with us at this time. And together we create a grid of pure light, pure intention, and we focus our intention downwards on the earth, beautiful planet of blue and green. And we send through all of the light and the intentions that we have, trusting that Mother Earth will do with all of this assistance what she will. And I invite you to avail yourself of the ability to receive the frequencies brought through at this time as well. After all, we are on the planet and part of her, and the whole circular procedure is that we all assist each other. So as we send love to the planet, we receive back from her. If you feel yourself anchored in through your grounding cords to the very core of the earth and through the crown to the very heart of Source, You'll feel a very powerful channel of energy moving through. You will be held and supported as we continue to send love and higher light pouring towards the planet. And inviting particularly the violet flame, which transmutes energy and sending wave and wave after wave of this light, higher diamond white light, sparkling silver divine feminine, the golden sparkling light of source and of the masculine. Send the emerald green, the sapphire blue, the 7 basic rays, all in the correct amounts for balance, integration, and harmony upon the earth. And feel this washing through revealing truth, shifting us through, bringing us through to higher levels of reality, anchoring our timelines to synchronize with the very highest timeline of Gaia's own choosing, knowing that this would be a really great guide, a great North Star to anchor to. As we ask to indeed anchor the earth herself and strengthen her connections to the universe through the axes, creating her space as a great jewel within the galaxy, within the universe, calling forth all the greatest and highest levels of assistance and benevolent love, hope, frequencies of freedom, of abundance to come through and to absolutely affect and be accessible to all forms of life. Understanding that sentience is present in all things, from the smallest molecules within the soil to the soils itself, mountains, our trees, the plants, the animals, the insects, the birds, and of course humanity. And we ask for that sentience, that sense of self, a sense of higher connection to be more greatly felt around the earth plane and within and around and through. We ask for all of the collective chakras to be unbound, to be allowed to expand in a circular fashion within, through and around, and all joining together to work together as a unified field of light, both individually and within the planet and within the collective. Each of these systems synchronizing, lining up, aligning and working together, things clicking into place more and more each day. Allowing waves of freedom, true freedom and abundance and higher love and hope, compassion and a sense of unity and community to wash through the planet, flowing just like water and getting into absolutely every possible crevice, allowing it to penetrate into our very cellular and structure and our structures of light, allowing our expanded energy field to open and receive as much healing information as we are able to receive and manage at this point in time, as we send our greatest hopes, dreams and ambitions for life on this planet outwards to the collective, to be felt, to be considered and perhaps brought into action, understanding that our own individual contributions are not so small as we might think. And as within a very great painting, absolutely all of the strokes, all of the colours used have been instrumental in creating this masterpiece, and without any one of them it would not be the picture that it is. And we'll just share a little image that came through to me this week during a healing session. And it was like we're living in this time of so much shift, and it's a bit chaotic and it's a bit hard to see, and it's like the picture is forming, but so much has to move around before we get to the place we're aiming for. And I was given the image of, those little sliding puzzles we might have worked with as children, where there were these little squares that make up the picture all jumbled up, and there's one space that is blank, and we can move only one square at a time. And by doing this, we continue until we create the finished picture. And I feel as though life on earth is a little bit like that at the moment, one piece at a time, and we're in the midst of the chaos and the jumble, and we can't really see the final picture yet, and it's somewhat confusing to many. And of course, instead of, only a small number of squares, they're probably in the millions. So it's a lot of pieces to move around. And so that resonated for me, and I wonder if that is helpful for anyone else. But, we're not at the final picture yet. We can't quite see it, and things are confusing. And because of this, we need to be a little more patient with each other and with ourselves. And it's very understandable that we don't all see exactly the same picture in our minds. We're all imagining slightly different things because it is in such a state of flux. So I wonder if you can hold this in your minds and in your hearts, and perhaps remember when we're out there in a world that's possibly quite deliberately being antagonized, and we're being influenced to very easily create judgment against other people and create a divide, to perhaps remember that it's very understandable no matter where you stand and what the picture you're seeing is from the perspective you're at this juncture, at this stage of such great transformation, and when we're so far yet from the finished picture, that almost all points of view are understandable. And at the core, we must pull back and understand or question our motivations and the outcomes of our thoughts, our actions, and our words on others. Is what we're about to put forward likely to cause harm to some other? There are times to speak up when truth must be told, and there are times when it's wiser to hold back, and that will change in various moments. So I just ask you to check in with your heart each time something comes to the fore for you, and just check in and see whether it's for the best at this time to say that thing, to take that action, to entertain those thoughts. Perhaps we can train ourselves to be a little bit more compassionate, a little more gentle with ourselves as well as others, because a lot of those terrible judgmental thoughts and actions and words are aimed at ourselves as well. We've come through many, many generations of generational trauma, and they've landed here with us who have the desire and the capacity to change things, to end cycles, to shift patterns. And that comes with a personal cost. It's not always easy, and sometimes it's frightening, but I believe it's going to be always well worth it. And sometimes we don't understand the value of another's actions until time is past. And sometimes we cannot see the truth of someone's words. So perhaps we should always open our hearts and suspend our judgments and keep an open mind and wonder with curiosity, what is the correct pathway forward? What is a greater truth that might be revealed? What might be a benefit of this particular thing going forward that we may not have seen? And hopefully we'll emerge into a time where the veils and lenses that are somewhat distorted at this time will be less and less so, and we will have clearer, wider and more expansive vision, understanding and connection to our own internal guidance. And so referring back and forth from the internal compass, the higher self, checking with soul and our energetic team, and referencing back to the community within which we live, our family and friends, those around us, our co-workers, and keep changing our perspective and changing the compass needle in the moment to what feels to be the best course of action, perhaps. By the way, I don't think any of us at this time really have all the answers, but we can certainly ask to be shown more and more of them and to be drawn further into the correct alignment for us, because we will each have different roles to play to get us to where we need to be, you know. And sometimes the roles that need to be filled are not ones we would wish to put ourselves in, or, you know, brave souls come forward to do some of these jobs for us and cause us difficulty and pain because it's later found that that had some sort of benefit or would just nudge us into a different direction than the trajectory we were on. We don't know the enormity of this universe and all of its many, many moving pieces. But we can learn to trust. We can learn to listen more deeply, more clearly, to see more with our inner sense. We can ask for that guidance. We can ask for that assistance. It's for our highest good. We can ask to be nudged and shown in beneficial ways rather than unnecessary difficulties. And hopefully we'll get through all of this with a minimum of casualties. And we'll come through and we won't be too broken. And we'll all be able to heal and assist each other anyway, because we will know we'll have the extra knowledge, skills and assistance accessible to us. So we're coming over time again. Once again, I thank all of you and all who stand in circle with us and in assistance in the unseen realms. We thank the beautiful Lady Gaia, the planet upon which we stand, who provides everything for us and who we love very deeply. As you gently prepare to come back to the present moment, to land in your physical body, once again aware of the breath, moving in and moving out, releasing the tension in your body, feeling yourself grounded and connected, feeling at peace, hopefully, feeling hopeful, feeling loved. I invite you to make sure that all of your energy has come back with you. Make sure you're just yourself with no hitchhikers on board. Perhaps do a little cord cutting and cleansing. Invite yourself to remain in your heart for as long as you can today. Retain your sense of groundedness, your connection to the planet and to Source. And share your sense of peace, of calm with the world, your sense of reasonableness, your love for yourself, the planet and all things. And thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next week. And you can find all of these recordings. There's nothing else in that group. There is a Facebook group called the Earth Reverence Healing Circle, and you can find all of these recordings from day one just stored in there. And you can scroll through if you're having a bad day and you'll just find one, and it may well have the resonances and frequencies within that of assistance to you that day. Take care, dear ones. Love you all. Really appreciative of your time and attention. We'll see you again next week.